6 figures in, finally getting some wiggle room. Need more Lexus in the whip, in the house with some bigger rooms. Sex, religion, politics, so 3 things will get you canceled. It's the Wiretap, we sweep with purpose, we don't.
Welcome back to episode 6 of the Wiretap. As always, we are happy to be here, and don't forget to subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. We appreciate y'all watching, but we need y'all to subscribe. That's where the number's at. Jeremy's back. I'm back. And
like we wasn't here last week.
Right.
Yo, crazy.
As always, how was your week, brother?
Another great one. Work flew by. I just been living in my not give a fuck, and it's been working out for me.
Yeah, I feel like
it's been working out for me great.
Damn, why this shit not? I've been feeling like this week. I definitely felt like this week flew by. I had a good week. It wasn't a bad week at all. I think, it was what it was type of week. What are we gonna do? We gotta work, right?
Every day, all the time.
So I guess I want to get into the. I thought it was funny, the Jake Paul and Mike Tyson shit. I was like, where did this come from? Did you see that on Twitter?
Well, that's the new game, content fighting. That's what he does. Yeah. He's a boxer, but you know what I'm saying? He's not fighting anybody.
You think you can see him?
Really, what's the name? No, they train. I don't. I'm going to shoot that nigga. Both them niggas, to be honest with you. But I ain't got for all the fighting and all that type of shit. Like, niggas just don't got the energy for that. Like, yeah, just some fun shit where throw hands, but I'm not going in there to fight somebody. Yeah. And I don't train. That's stupid.
That is stupid.
That's ass backwards, really.
I just thought it was interesting that they decided to fight. Hey! They decided to fight. Sorry, I have a dog, and I don't know what she doing, so yeah. Zoe, stop, sit. It's sorry, y'all. Let's get back to it. But I thought that it was an interesting choice because Mike is like known for like knocking shit out. Like, he not somebody you sleep on.
That was back in the day, though. You got to think he just had like
he was moving quick as shit.
He just had an exhibition fight and he ain't knocked the nigga out.
Yeah, but I felt like that was a friendly thing. We just here kind of thing, making some money. I don't think they was
That's
really...
the same type of shit this about to be.
You think so?
That's what it is. That's
so
what
if he knocks out Mike, what does that do?
Nigga said if he beat Mike, this shit rigged anyway. Mike gonna beat him. I would assume,
yeah. And I just seen him sparring.
Knows?
He was really tight.
That's
shit
sparring though. Anybody can go out there and make sparring look good. Professionals make that shit look good all the time and go out there and get their ass whipped.
That's true.
Imagine how many niggas fought Tank and they be looking good, crisp. They be talking all that shit. Yeah. And next thing you know, that jaw get tapped or that body get hit. Pause.
Yeah. What was the one he broke his hand on? I think
that was Pitbull or whatever the fuck his name.
Yeah, I thought that was a good fight. I thought he might have.
But that's the thing. Niggas be wild and people would be like, yo, he got with him. Like, that's what Oscar did to Floyd and everybody was like, yo, Oscar won. He did not win that fight. Like,
no, he didn't.
Wild punches. He just trying to, you feel me, make it look like he's overpowering him. Yeah. Whole time he's missing. Floyd's making him miss and then he's hitting you. It's like, I think that's like, people watch boxing and just think like, oh, I know what's going on. It's like, no, like, you're not even close. But, it is what it is. Everybody's a critic.
So, and it's crazy because I know a few weeks ago, what's that boy name? Devin Haney not Devin Haney. Somebody dropped the sparring between Tank.
Ryan Garcia dropped that video.
Okay. So the argument...
That was like the start of his wild out session.
Okay. So the argument that everybody was making was Devin Haney was 16 at the time and Tank was 20.
They not that far apart, man.
Yeah, I'm just like, I mean, an ass whooping is an ass whooping. I don't care.
You're a professional boxer. That's,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm learning when you learning.
Yeah.
So
like,
it's
you're
not
a professional boxer.
Yeah, it's not like Tank stopped learning. It's like,
He's actually gotten better. But
way better.
That ass whooping is going to be terrible when they eventually fight. I don't know why he holding it out. But
I don't think they're going to fight.
They're going to fight. It's just going to be on certain type of terms. That's how boxing go. That's how it's always going to happen.
Yeah.
I'm really going to fight when that shit really not, nobody's really thinking about it. May happen next year, though. Because all of these are like load up fights. You
Right,
get what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
Nobody's having like a serious fight right now. Other than really Devin Haney. Like I think Ryan can knock you out if he get out of this little crazy spell he in. But
Yeah,
I don't know.
I can see
I
that.
feel like
Jordan, and lately it's been this thing with the kids kind of arguing about the '90s sports people and saying that the '90s wasn't really that great, which I think is asinine because you weren't there, so you wouldn't know.
But it's like my thing is like evolution wise, basketball players now are better than the niggas back then.
That's true.
It's like it's no possible way niggas don't get better than y'all. So it's just like, yeah, y'all was good in y'all time. I think that's what we gotta start just leaving it at. Y'all had the night. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all was good in y'all time.
That's
y'all now, if y'all put yourselves in the league, y'all wouldn't be the top niggas. That's just the truth of the matter. But everybody want to sit there and play this political game because they basically paved the way. That's cool and all.
Yeah.
Just like with rap. You get what I'm saying? But that's kind of a different thing. You could still be nice and be older. People just not really gonna listen to you like that. So it's a different type of situation.
Yeah, it's a young man's sport.
Yeah, exactly. But
I mean, sports is
too.
yeah.
But I'm saying evolution wise, like they were still in your 20s in the 90s. You were the best nigga.
Yeah.
In 2024, if you compare to them, you're not a better basketball player than most of them niggas. And I'm not saying everybody. Like let's go ahead and, you feel me, nip that one out now. I'm not saying everybody. I'm saying the elite of the elite. You get what I'm saying? You move them up here. But it's funny because you could take the niggas from 2024 and put them in the 90s and they'll be completely fine.
Yeah, I think so.
Unless, I mean, certain rule things would be different for them because the rules were different.
Yeah,
but
and
I think, like, athletically and skill-wise, they would be able to fuck them up.
Yeah,
like, you feel me? But
well, the TikTok was talking about how, like, so it came from FanDuel. So everybody, you know, it's always that conspiracy that the sports is rigged. So they was talking about a spin move Mike made. So they had changed the traveling.
yeah, when they let him get away with the spin so he could still be whistling. So they basically saying, like, they were allowing him. And that goes back to what I said when me, you, and Dion talked about it. The media and everybody, they had to place somebody there. For the league to become what it is now, you have to have a figurehead. You get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I feel like it's a mission to put people in the positions that they're in. Anthony Edwards is young, but they're trying to get him there. You're seeing him all the time now. He got a signature shoe. They're trying to transcend him to somewhere else.
Yeah, because they're going to need a new face. Yeah, once
LeBron leaves, they're going to need a new face.
Yeah.
Just like one day, I was just thinking about this in the house. Like, yeah, Jordan was the best hooper back then. LeBron is him now. You get what I'm saying? It's going to be somebody better than LeBron when we get old. Like, that's just the nature of evolution.
Yeah.
So it's okay.
Right.
It's okay to appreciate everybody's time and sit and just enjoy basketball, bro.
Yeah, I'm not going to hold you. I do get tired of the whole LeBron versus Jordan conversation. I'm like, that's totally two different eras, two different skill levels. I don't really see...
It is what it is at this point.
Yeah, like, in all honesty, I don't see...
There's people that sit on Twitter and just sit and argue about the shit. And it's like, what are you gaining from this? Neither one of them niggas know you. You're not about to get no money off of this. Like, what are you gaining from this? Jordan's not going to be like, yo, look at my man's defending me. You feel me? Like, that's weird, bro. And it's like, niggas be on the internet be weird. Like, that's the opinion state that we in. But it is what it is.
I was just kind of taken aback because I'm like, damn, this shit might really do be rigged, because I'm like, if you don't call that play, if you don't call that charge on him, then the game might sway a whole different way.
And the reason that this got exposed is because niggas interviewed the ref that was cheating. So,
and then you got
if
that.
he telling you that,
what
more proof do you need that they allow shit to be what it is for certain people?
Exactly.
So and it's messed up because we all grew up with this like iron vest for Mike. Like we all just thought he was untouchable, whatever. Now we looking into things and things are coming out from the past pause. It's like,
you
feel me? I watched a nigga today try to defend because the nigga's like, yo, Mike didn't have no left hand. He like, yo, look at these. These are all left-handed clips. And I'm watching the video. as me being somebody that used to hoop. Every time he goes to his left hand, he's only gonna pull up for a jumper. He's not gonna go finish with his left hand.
Yeah.
He's gonna, and like it's funny because I'm sitting there thinking what I saw somebody say. I said, well, right-handed shooters, they're always load up with their left hand.
Yeah.
You're not going to load up with your right.
hand.
You're right-handed.
Yeah.
So you're going to load up with your left.
Because you're
so,
going, yeah.
Exactly. So you're going to load up with your left. So that's why he does it. He's not comfortable with going all the way through and trying to finish with his left hand.
Right.
He's trying to get to his spot or make whatever move he's decided in his head. He's going to either turn it into a pull-up jumper or some type of, into a pivot and then shoot a turnaround jumper or some type of jump, just a straight pull-up.
Right.
And I'm just watching it like, you could tell niggas didn't hoop. They're sitting and arguing and they don't understand basketball. Right then and there, he didn't even reply back to the nigga. I said, yeah, look at that.
Yeah,
because there's nothing to say.
Yeah.
And it's like, he tried to show the clip. He like, it's a season full of clips. It was 2 minutes of a clip. And it's like, bro, he didn't have a left hand. We grew up that way. Think about that. When we grew up hooping, we grew up that way. You had to learn how to use your left hand.
Yeah.
That was like a thing. Like a coach will put remember the school chairs with the cement back? Niggas will set them on the box. If you don't go up with your left hand, your knee gonna hit that chair. Yeah. So you gonna learn how to shoot a left hand layup. Like, but you get what I'm saying?
It's crazy you say that because I'm sitting here like my mind just went through all that, like that training and everything, and it's like everything definitely was geared towards learning how to use your left. I remember the first time I did it, I was amazed because I remember coming through the paint. You'll come up, try, contest the layup, and I did some shit, and I, boom, left hand.
Because you practiced it so much, it just naturally happens.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's the nature of the game. But for them to be supposed greats, and you don't even have that in your bag, you could say we was better than them niggas because we had a left hand and they didn't.
Yeah.
You get what I'm, just skill-wise. Yeah. But, another conversation
I think,
for another day.
no bullshit, I think that, like, a high school, mid-2000s high school team could probably beat a bum-ass 89 NBA team.
I won't take it that far because them niggas is in the league. Because then you might end up with a Clyde, a Hakeem. Nobody can compete with certain of these people. And, Jordan, the Celtics, you put a high school team in there with the Celtics, it's not. You know what I'm saying? Now, maybe a college team, a low-level 89 college team.
Like a Morgan.
Yeah, or, just whatever. And you go out there and it's like, the way that we gonna move, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, the game is different.
Yeah, it's like, it's a whole different game.
Yeah.
So it's just like,
like back then, it's like traditional ways of playing. You got to think, around the mid-2000s, you start seeing people who was, play the 3 or the 4 start moving like point guards in the sense.
Yeah.
I knew I wasn't going to make it once.
Once you realize, because we came up in a weird time athletically. Like, the people before us were, like, me specifically, i.e. you graduating a couple years before me, y'all just were big. Pause. The game was different. So it was like, damn, look at, like, being in middle school or being in 9th grade, coming to watch y'all play. And being like, yo, look how big all of these niggas is. Pause. And then just in my mind, like, I'm never going to play varsity basketball. So I'm just, then it kind of just evens out. These are your peers, like, directly. The people you went to middle school, shit like that with. Then you turn around and be like, all right, after I graduate, that's my brother and them coming up through high school. But they in the same size bracket that we are, but they more athletic.
Yeah.
And then now it's like I'm just watching, okay, there's not this crazy size situation, pause. But now the athleticism has went through.
You know what's crazy? It's crazy you say that because I remember Franklin going to states maybe like, it was like 2011, 2012. And I remember having a conversation with Ron. He was like, yo, the game that got so much faster, but the kids are so small in there. Because we was a big team at the time. So like you said, like the athleticism changes, the sizes changes, pause. But it's like you would have thought with the size that we had at the time, we would have been because my junior year, we almost were undefeated. I think the only team we lost to was Parkville that year.
Okay.
And like I said, when we went
And this is football.
Yeah, when we went to semis, we lost to Friendship, but they was a bigger team. You get what I'm saying?
And they coming from like, it's weird because you could sit there and kind of attribute the size of the school to the size of the kids that you're gonna run into. Like, you know, 1A, you might end up, somebody might have a big kid, pause.
Right.
But those are smaller schools, so
yeah.
the pool of kids is small. You get what I'm saying? You're not really dealing with, pause, a lot of size. You're just dealing with regular average height kids.
Right.
Then you go up to 2A, same situation. Then the 4, like when you get up to the 4s and the 5s, then you might start saying, like, damn, these niggas got some 6'6", 6'7", 6'8", but they playing on the wing. They got some big men pause that it starts getting crazy.
Yeah, because
it's like,
just
damn.
to take it back to basketball, I remember over I think a couple of days ago I was telling you how we played late, and we was winning, right? But they wasn't really, you know. I guess they thought because of the team and
That's how it happens.
Yeah, but whatever that coach said during that halftime, that
Like
shit
we when I'm in 12th grade, we go play. We don't go anywhere. They actually come to us. So Montrose Christian Ware, KD, and Ty. Like I want to say Ty Law. A bunch of niggas went. You get what I'm saying? But they come down to Randallstown, just a scrimmage, closed gym scrimmage, like you know, and. I guess they just like, I don't know. I'm not going to say I guess anything because we come out the gate. We try and hoop. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
2 league niggas, 2 niggas that played in the NBA. Like Terrence Ross, I believe he's still in the league. Justin Anderson may be in the G League or floating around or whatever, but 2 league niggas. Zero. Remember it distinct? Like, yo, I'm like, all right, something else may have happened. A nigga missed a free. Something happened and we had 7 and they had 0. Gang. Justin Anderson is in the 10th grade, 9th or 10th grade when I'm in the 12th. 6'6", 6'7". He holler out, what the fuck are we doing? These niggas can't fuck with us. Let's fucking go. In the middle of our shit. Like, we in the, niggas look around like, you feel me? So, at that point, it's like, whoa.
I know.
But they got another nigga named Josh Harrison. He went to Duke. So, dummy, at that point, all right, we getting our ass whooped. But we ain't no whores. Ain't nobody out there no bitch. So you feel me? It's like, all right, we getting our ass tapped. But he come through trying to play bent. He on the free throw line. Niggas foul the shit out his ass. He get on the free throw line, say something slick. Everybody look up. Watch out. Niggas ain't with none of that. Fuck is you talking about? He immediately, all right. Shot them free throws and went about his business. Fuck all that. We ain't going for none of that. You might can be better than us on this court. But if it gotta go further than that, we ain't losing. And y'all here? Fuck all that. It was like, and you can ask any nigga that was on that team that was on the floor at that time. He said something slick. Niggas all, what? You gonna do what? Yeah, all right. Okay. Oh shit. I'm like, yeah, fuck is wrong with niggas? We ain't going for none of that bullshit. Like,
yo, it's
and
crazy.
I want you to put that whole clip so I can tag Justin Anderson, Terrence Ross, Josh Harrison. I'm gonna tag everybody that was on my high school team. Fuck all that. We ain't going for none of that bullshit.
Yo, speaking of sports, right? I forgot my man's name. I just seen the clip of him the other day. Niggas was like, when a nigga got a bill on the way, they definitely hooping their ass off.
Oh, Jalen Green?
Yeah, Jalen Green. Yeah, because
boy.
Is that the one that got Shorty pregnant?
Yeah, nigga said the Kevin Gates clip, nigga said, I can't agree with your big brother, but I ain't mad at what you did either. Like,
yo, but I see like the argument,
I'm trying
like
to tell you, yo.
the arguments of her age and his age, and I'm
Man,
just
she used
like,
to babysit him.
what the fuck?
Yeah,
I ain't know that part.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, but I mean, hey, he said that's his baby mother. It's all love.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. That shit is it is weird in a sense because it's like, shorty, was she 39? I think she 39.
39.
He's 22. And I don't know if that's
She got an
really,
18-year, $100 million contract on the way.
yeah.
He only in his first deal. He going to probably get a max deal when he maybe in the next 2-3 years or however, maybe 2 years.
Is that grooming though?
I don't know.
I mean, he's 22. Like in my mind, I'm like, he a grown man.
I mean, let's think about it.
and that's
No,
she is-
let's
okay.
Let's lay it out. Story time, everyone. So just think about it. You 22. Who popping when you 22?
At that time,
Yeah, female wise. Who popping when you 22? Who lit? 22 years old.
Shit, I can't remember.
Just come on, man.
At that time in life, I really can't remember, bro. I ain't gonna hold you.
Fuck it. You 22. And you got a chance to fuck with Beyonce. You in the league. You feel me? You doing your shit. You rich.
Yeah.
You feel me? She older than you. I'm saying like that's why I was trying to think of like maybe an older female at that time.
yeah.
That's kind of popping. But
There was a couple of
yeah, just think about it. 22, you gonna go do that.
Yeah,
And you're not thinking about the consequences of it. You're a multi-millionaire. And I'm sorry that that people can look at it that way, or maybe look at it like, damn, that's a fucked up way to think about it. But I mean, that's just how shit be going. And, you gonna wild out when you get that bread
Yeah,
or whatever.
yeah.
Excuse me.
I mean, I don't blame him. Like
He banned.
yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think
It's just an 18-year plan.
because on the
It's
flip
his.
side, people try to demonize men who are older who date.
And that's what niggas say. If the roles was reversed, it'd have been a shit show. It'd have been a shit
Which
show.
I don't understand, because I'm like, yo,
It's the same thing.
Yeah,
And they both grown.
that's the shit I
We're
don't
too
get.
invested in celebrity shit.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's really what it come down to.
Yeah.
They both grown. Whatever they want to do in their rich business, I'm not rich. So whatever they want to do in their rich business,
I feel the same way you feel, because I'm like,
you feel
yo,
me? I ain't got nothing to do with
they
that.
both grown. What age do we suppose to all of a sudden have this thing about life figured out? I don't think you ever figure that shit out. So it's like the whole aspect of grooming. I mean, I think all the signs.
I don't think she groomed them.
No, I don't think she groomed him at all.
She
but
one of them bad joints that you like, shit.
But on the flip side, I just be thinking like, yo, y'all be acting like these grown ass women not making these decisions. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're grown. Like, they're making the decisions.
640.
So why all of a sudden now is it, oh, he's grooming her? Like, we don't even know if that's really the case, to be 100.
He might have took his shot. You feel me?
Yeah,
He
it
knew what
really
he was
might just
getting
be
himself into.
it just might be a conversation of like, yo, if I'm the older man, she the younger woman, I think you're beautiful, let me take you out, and she
And
might
he
not-
already know her, so it's like that's
Yeah.
just a whole different situation. Like,
And I hate the fact that people think because you're young, you green.
yeah,
I
he
hate
know what he
that
doing.
shit. Yeah,
And
like-
he got the money to afford it. So, like I said, that's rich people business. Ain't none of mine.
Yeah, I just find it. I just think it's pretty much hilarious in the sense. So I was watching my man live the other day. I can't even think of his name, but I sent you a couple of his reels. The shoe dude, the guy that collects sneakers, and they got into a debate about how pretty much back in the day we wore I guess the argument was like certain people of status, Wale, that's the person they was talking about, didn't wear basketball shoes because they was like, niggas ain't wearing basketball shoes. Who was wearing basketball
You saying
shoes?
while they didn't?
No, that's what they was saying. They was saying Wale never
That's
wore.
not true.
That's what Joe said. Yo was like, yo,
He wore
y'all.
LeBrons. He wore all types of shit. Phone
Exactly.
fibers, all types of shit.
So then the argument got into the
See,
phone.
but this is the funny thing. People that weren't in the game back then don't know that Wale was doing his thing.
Yeah.
So they're the new niggas are now looking like, yo, they giving him his flowers now. No, he was one of them ones back in the day.
Exactly.
Wale never was not one of those people for us sneaker niggas. Like, he was always at the forefront of that argument, whether you was talking about SBs, Nike basketball, whatever. You feel me? He was at the forefront of that list. So I'm tired of people now trying to give him his flowers. Shorty, we been giving you your flowers. That's them other niggas. And it's like, for people to try to not know what they talking about and now try to say, oh, he wasn't on this or that, y'all clearly wasn't in the mix. And it's starting to show. And I think that's the greatest part about this whole game that we playing.
Yeah, 'cause he
y'all
was
niggas
that
starting
nigga
to
back in the
unveil yourselves.
Yeah. Because he was that nigga. Matter of fact, I remember, I can't remember what video it was, But that's when I found out about Montclair. He had this hard ass Montclair vest with these LeBrons. I'm like, yo, that fit is crazy.
And that's because it's funny because he was dressing like a DC nigga.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, they innovative in a lot of the shit that they do. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna take nothing from them niggas. You feel me? Like, they innovative in a lot of the shit that they do. And people gonna kill me for this, being from where we from. They did a lot of shit that they was doing a lot of shit before a lot of people got a hold of it. And I'm gonna give them their credit on that. That's all I'm gonna say.
It's two things I'm gonna say they never did.
That's all I'm gonna say.
The two trends, in my opinion, they never set, which was the New Balance trend and the Air Forces. Or
Air Forces. I'm gonna split it because they did. You can go back historically, and we weren't wearing New Balances. And the only reason I'm gonna say this, we didn't start really wearing New Balances until we was in about middle school. If they were cool,
which is high school,
we would have been wearing them.
Yeah.
Let's just go ahead and what's the name? The Air Force One, that's going to always, what's the name? New York will try to take that from us. Whole time, that's our shit. We saved it. You get what I'm saying? That's our shit, point blank, period. Now, the New Balance, somebody's going to have to really go back and really fact check this shit. Mm-hmm. But you get what I'm saying? Just from looking back, you get what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to give them that one for now until somebody historically goes back and we find the real answer.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, to me, I always felt like Baltimore had a hold on the New Balance thing. But like you said, we really need somebody to kind of go back and figure out where that
because I'm going to keep it a bean. Growing up, niggas was wearing if a nigga did have some New Balances, it was them it was them 574s and niggas was clowning him. So if that's the case, you get what I'm saying? We would have grew up that way. We didn't really grow up that way, so I can't try to sway that argument either way. But that's another conversation. That's a research needed conversation.
How much time we got left?
It was like 6 minutes. I got you. Hold up.
Because I was about to get into. So the next argument was who made foams popular, and I was like, well, that was always a thing here. I remember like 04. Niggas wearing foam posits, you get what I'm saying? I don't think Wale kind of started that trend. Niggas been wearing foam posits. You get what I'm saying?
130, I think.
130. All right, we gonna take a quick break and come right back to that conversation. I'm gonna pause this for a second. We'll be right back. All right, y'all, we back. I said the hell aggressively, my fault. Before we left, I was trying to get into the conversation with the shoe game again. And the next part of that live that I was watching was them, I guess, trying to say Wale started the whole foam posit craze thing. And I'm like, yo, foam posit's been in it. Like, my first time seeing the pennies, and I ain't gonna hold you, was like 04. A nigga was hooping in them at my school trying out for the team. I'm like, yo, what's those? Like, he like, oh, these.
And it's like a lot of people couldn't have them. They were $200.
Yeah.
So it's just like, you know, when Wale started wilding, we were into foam posits. I feel like the world was into foam posits.
Yeah, Baltimore already was on that wave.
Yeah.
Way before the whole Wale thing. I'm like,
I mean, it's the same time. It's the same time frame. It's not like, you know, he did it and then we got on it or we weren't on. You know what I'm saying? It's all in the same time frame. When we start really seeing them, and you got to think that's the internet coming into play now, and starting to see people in the 2010s, 2011, 2009, really, because if you think about it, a lot of foam posit pros came out. The checks, the foam posits with the checks, the foam posits that came out previous to when we were getting pros with no checks and shit like that. Mm-hmm. That's what we were on. Really, the lit shit was the shit with the check on it. But you know that they stopped really bringing that out for us. We got a couple pairs of them, but that's all in that same time frame. I feel like that's just that that's all in the same time frame. When we start to really see him wilding, we are in foam posit era.
Facts.
And it's like, he popping up with certain shit because he got means. you know, Galaxy, shit like that. So, you know.
How you feel about designer sneakers?
Buy what you like. Don't buy it because you see everybody else wearing it. Like, that's hype. That's why everybody's buying GR Dunks. That's hype. You get what I'm saying? You're playing right into hype. You get what I'm saying? Because people don't even understand. Like, it's funny as hell. I'm geeking today because I just bought another SB. I'm not wearing no GR Dunks this year. Like, I'm not playing that game. It's funny because GR Dunks cost more than SBs, and people don't know SBs is the better shoe. You paying $115, $120, $135, $130 for regular Dunks, and they have no tech in them. At least with the SB, you getting a skateboard sneaker that has tech in it. Granted, you can wear it casually, but it's like, you know, that it's
because it's a skateboarder shit.
Yeah, like that's just everybody's buying into hype right now. Like, and the designer, just even designer in general, is a play on showing wealth. Niggas don't buy it to necessarily be fresh. Yeah, they cool. You feel me? Sometimes if done correctly, it's cool, but that's to show wealth. Like, niggas popping out in whole designer fits. You're trying to show wealth. You're not really, you know,
which can
doing
be
nothing too crazy. You know, it's almost like drug dealer shit back in the day with the minks and popping out with Dapper Dan and shit like that. You showing wealth. Like, you know, because I got a bunch of sneakers. You get what I'm saying? Like,
how many pair of sneakers you haven't? Because I remember we had this conversation.
I would have to go and count. Shit.
Because I know you have sneakers that you haven't worn yet.
Yeah, but that's dwindling because I'm just trying to wear shit. Like, these brand new. Everything I have on is brand new.
Yeah.
Like,
I fuck with that jersey, though. That jersey tough.
Yeah, like,
that
you know,
shit is tough. I'm like, oh, this
Trill
nigga.
Worldwide.
This nigga.
No, I ain't going to say that. I'm gonna keep that.
I'm gonna give you your props. You feel me? I ain't no hating ass nigga. You feel me? I never hated. So
Hank want one. Hank like, yo, I need one.
Well, we know why he want one.
No, you feel me? Maybe that is the case. I feel like, you feel me?
Well, shout out to Hank.
Yeah, maybe
that's
is
my
the
guy.
case.
Shout out to Hank.
And he like,
man.
I need Hefe on the back, this, that, and the third. And I'ma just, cause you get what I'm saying? Like, I buy these. This is made by a company. Like, I just want to start people to start seeing this. You feel me? This whole TWO thing. I'm trying to make that into, you know.
Right.
I was going to say something, but I'm going to keep that to myself. But I don't mind paying for something for somebody else. I fuck with Hank, so I don't mind paying that $60.
Yeah, that's my nigga, man.
$60, you feel me, to get
Shout
one
out
of these
to Hank,
jerseys.
man, out there
like,
in Richmond, man, doing his thing,
you
man.
know.
Welcome home, Hank.
And it's like, you get what I'm saying? I don't mind doing that. But, yeah, definitely, like, I got shit in the house that I haven't worn. But that's because I need to put a fit on. Like, I'm not about to just wear the shit just cause.
Yeah.
Like, I got shit that, you know, I do want to wear. Like, all of that shit's about to get worn. Because I just want to get it out the way and it clears my mind.
Mm-hmm.
Rather than me keep every day, I'm looking for new fits and just, you get what I'm saying? Because then most of the time, I'm looking for new shit. And then I move on from the shit that I already have. And I need to be making fits for those. But it's like, I'm cool right now. I'm about to get everything off that I need to get off.
Man, in other words, man, it's an art to this shit, man. Some of y'all niggas just be throwing that shit on and trying to appease and thinking that shit gonna get you boxed. And speaking of that, so me and D had a crazy conversation the other day. I thought that conversation was needed. We was talking about like the whole wave of positivity and shit like that, like how niggas have kind of weaponized that shit to kind of, I guess you would say, get boxed. That's just some clown ass shit.
Yeah, so
bro.
it's funny. It's funny that you brung this up. It's so crazy. It's so crazy. And this ain't even no box shit. This ain't even no pussy shit. No, you feel me? Shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, how is everybody out here pushing all of this positivity, all of this, you know, this righteous lifestyle, right?
Mm-hmm.
You hear me out?
Listen, I got a story. I got a story.
No. You feel me? Everybody's pushing this peace and this positivity, and I'm living like this, and all of this bullshit be happening to me. Bro, you don't know what toxicity you're bringing to somebody else's life.
Yeah.
You could sit here all day and try to act like, and it's funny because the people, what we always say, a nigga running around saying that he a real nigga is not a real nigga.
Nah.
He's telling himself that so he can get to that, you know, that plateau where he like, yeah, that's self-proclaimed. Somebody got to give you that tag.
Yeah.
You feel me? That's made off of actions, morals, and values. You feel me? So it's like, at the end of the day, everybody is running around trying to act like they not on this, not on that. I'm not in. I'm whatever. So I don't even really want to what's the name. But you don't know what kind of problems because you're not holding yourself accountable.
Right.
I know what bullshit that I'm bringing to others' lives, and I will have conversations with people and admit to those wrongs or those rights or whatever the case may be. But I don't think everybody's on that, and it's a lot of phony ass positivity and
that's
righteous lifestyle.
Yeah,
and it's funny because I was thinking about this today, and I was trying to figure out a way to bring this up in conversation. And it's funny that you said that.
Just go with it. Just go with it.
But no, I don't like to. You get what I don't always like to be in that bag. Like, you get what I'm saying. I want people to be entertained. I don't want it to be a serious conversation. Everybody's that's bringing people shit that they already got going on. You opening up doors that people already have open, and people want to enjoy themselves. And I want people to always enjoy themselves without content. I don't want it to be so serious that you thinking about this shit. It's an escape. You get what I'm saying? Like, I want it to always be an escape.
And just to touch on this, and we can move on. I seen this tweet, right? And I can't remember, but it was a dude talking about, I don't know why niggas be listening to these niggas, but he was talking about how we supposed to get water from fruit and all that shit. We not supposed to drink water. And I'm like, what, nigga? Like, that don't make sense. But I guess there was some, like, alkaline water. So they call it, like, H3O or something like that. So the nigga replied back, and he was like, well, let's not get on the topic of H3O and how that shit was a whole scam. So Shorty responds, she was like, nah, that's like, you don't know if you know. And he was like, baby, that shit was a scam. So then she come back like, yo, I was trying to be nice. I was trying to be nice, but fuck it, like, your fat ass don't know.
Not she took it to name calling because she wasn't able to get her point across.
So I go to her page. I'm like, let me see what she on, like. And it's all that positivity shit. Like crystals, you know, the zodiacs and all that shit.
Yeah, and it's like, yo, but the first thing you did, because your point wasn't being heard, is try to disrespect him and try to bring him down to where you are mentally. Because I seen Vince Staples say some funny shit like, yo, why are you asking me some dumb shit? Why are you not comfortable with yourself and you try and bring me in it? You feel me? Like, like, you get what I'm saying? If I'd have started it with, my fat ass ain't believe in H3O, you wouldn't have been able to use that for your fake argument or your fake, you feel me, trying to crack on me.
Yeah.
But it's like, you pushing all of this, and the first thing you did was try to disrespect me. But we pushing all of this fake ass positivity. I'd have called her a bitch and told her to go about her business and fuck you. Because it's like, at that point, it's like you tried to cross a line and thought that I wasn't going to respond a certain way. Or now that this didn't turn into another conversation. Because I wasn't talking to you like that. All I said was the shit was a scam. But, you know.
Yeah, I thought the shit was hilarious.
That's crazy.
And we gonna move on, and I'm gonna say this, and then we gonna move on. All you grand rising ass people, y'all the most toxic motherfuckers in this world. All you niggas
that shit's kind of faded out now. Yeah. I don't see a lot of people doing that. It's been made fun of, and that's why we have to get back to cracking on people and shaming. Not cracking on people like we were just talking about into being disrespectful, but cracking on them for asinine ways of thinking or asinine activities. You feel me? I'm not saying just crack on niggas to just be a bully or be disrespectful or to hurt somebody's feelings, but to start getting back to bringing people back to reality.
Yeah.
Because when we grew up, I think we were all in reality because people would say something to you or, you feel me, speak on something. Now, everything is so shunned upon that you can't really do that. Like, did you see that video of the nigga, the guy beating his son in the store, and they was like, you can't do no shit like this now.
Nah, I ain't see that.
You feel me? It was a white man. His daughter was sitting there.
Oh,
like,
yeah. I seen
and
that.
he's whipping his son ass. But you feel me? That's because everybody's looking at shit like physical activity. You get where I'm coming from. But let's just leave that there. You get what I'm saying?
So this kind of provokes a question in my mind. You think this?
I want to hear what you about to say because I have an answer for you if I think you about to say what you about to say. Say it, please.
Do you think this generation of kids
Is the way that they are because they not getting their ass whipped?
Yeah.
Absolutely. I used to get my ass whipped. I knew you were going to say this, and I was ready for you to say it because I was going to say this is why we second guess things. Let's keep it a bean. Talking back, we always got our ass whipped or got in some type of trouble. So a lot of us don't have we speak in our mind. We'll hold shit in and not say nothing. That's where a lot of that shit comes from, but nobody will say that because a lot of us were parented a certain way.
Yeah.
So nowadays, we're just now getting into this lane where we're speaking for ourselves or whatever. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying everybody. I know you get what I'm saying because we probably went through the same thing.
Yeah.
But then there's some people that were able to speak their mind and but I'm just saying. But just imagine the people that can say that they did, you can see how they are now. They're at like an elite level of speaking their mind, almost to a disrespectful type of you got some nuts on you, female or nigga. You feel me? But you get where I'm coming from. We kind of have a timidness about us because we didn't get to grow up that way.
Not at all.
Getting our ass whipped for homework, wilding out outside, acting out in school, acting out at family functions, acting out at anything or any type of wrong shit. We were parented a certain way. And yes, I feel like that's the reason why it's so many young killers out here. It's so many young everything. Because the parenting isn't there. And I'm not a parent. And I'm not trying to disrespect anybody that's a parent. But at the end of the day, we got to have a bigger conversation about that because that is why this shit is happening. No, Samaj ain't play with me. Samaj did not. You get what I'm saying?
Neither did Tony.
You get what I'm saying? Samaj was a certain kind of nigga. You feel me? So just realizing, damn, maybe that's it. You get what I'm saying? You hard on your son. Pause. We be on the phone and I see you, doing your 1-2. Because at the end of the day, granted, he's young. He's still going to make funny decisions. But you on his ass to the point that when he get older, he going to understand everything that you were saying to him.
Right.
Me and Samaj not on the best terms. You know that. The people that are around me know that. You get what I'm saying? I would love to have that type of situation. It's just not that. And it's okay because I understand that nigga as a man.
Yeah.
I understand what he was trying to get me to understand.
Yeah.
And I think our biggest disconnect is that he don't understand it. I fucking get it. And if he was to sit back and just, he would be like, damn, that Lord, damn. That's because that's my son.
Because
and it's like,
go ahead, finish your thought.
Yeah, I just feel like, a lot of other bullshit went on, but I feel like that level of parenting isn't there. Just to make sure that somebody doesn't go down the wrong path, because getting my ass whipped stopped me from doing a lot of shit.
Dumb shit.
I did do a lot of dumb shit. You get what I'm saying? I've done just everything that you can think of. But
hey, look, I'm gonna tell a story. I'm gonna tell a story. It's crazy, right? Shout out to Mark. If you see this, you my nigga. I fuck with you. Shout out to Mark. But yo, I remember. What was 18, 19. So Mark take me out to his cousin's spot, right? His cousin live out Edgewood. And out there, a lot of Section 8 niggas was living out there. So he take me to the trap house. I ain't gonna hold you. Niggas is doing diabolical shit.
Man's holla diabolical shit.
Diabolical shit. And I'm sitting there.
Man's never was a roadman. Man's never had a hand in game.
Niggas is doing diabolical shit. And I'm just like, yo, I got to get the fuck out of here. Because in my mind, and it's crazy because I'm not worried about law enforcement.
You worried about what your father's going to say.
I'm worried about my father.
Your people's, period.
Yeah, I'm just like, man, he is going to whip.
If I get in some bullshit. You feel me?
Bro, I remember I went to the bathroom. I'm like, damn, some niggas come in here or the police come in here. I can't even fit through this motherfucking window to get out of the situation. So I had to go and tell listen, bro, I got to dip. Nah. But like you said, that parenting that guidance, because
And I don't even really think it was guidance. What I'm about to say, you gonna be like, damn, that's crazy. It was fear.
yeah.
It didn't have nothing to do with guidance.
I mean, ultimately, yeah.
You get
that's
what
it
I'm
comes
saying?
down to.
Because
yeah. Ultimately, that's what it came down
our
to.
parents talked about us damn near about everything. I didn't have that talk with my father like that. Like, you know what talk? I'm like the female male.
Yeah.
You know, sex talk. I didn't have that talk with my father.
I mean,
never. You get what I'm saying? But I knew kind of right from wrong because other people kind of told us about that. You know,
Yeah.
i.e. school, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
But you know, you still made certain decisions. But that was fear. Like, if, like, okay, what I'm about to say is going to sound kind of crazy. If our parents could have instilled a fear in us about raw sex, niggas wouldn't have it.
Nah.
You get what I'm saying? Because the fear of getting your ass whipped saved you from doing a lot of stupid shit. Like, I remember, like, being in middle school, you know, geeking out, you know, the lights ain't, but, so, you know, they had the extended lights with the little drop down, the overhead lights. You know, you coming back from lunch, everybody geeked up, we had a little break, you feel me? Ha-ha! You know, I come through, I'm hooping, I think I got a little bounce, jump up, bow, slack the light. You feel me? Come, yeah, y'all niggas, yeah, that's high, you feel me? The teacher like, Jeremy, what is that? I'm calling your father. I get in the house. Samar's like, so you want to be at school smacking lights and playing? I said, yo, what? What did she tell you? She told this nigga I jumped up and smacked the light so hard it was wobbling back and forth. It almost came out the ceiling.
Elaborate.
Yeah, she told the craziest story to try to get my ass whipped. If I'd have known that she was going to portray that story, I wouldn't have done it. Because the ass whipping that I got, I still got scars from to this day. And I'm not going to tell niggas where it's at. But I'm standing in the laundry room doing my clothes. My man just come in the laundry room, bang the shit out of me. I fly into the laundry room, scrape on my shit. I hit the door of the dryer. I'm talking about I hit the door of the dryer and it dragged. You get what I'm saying? So I pop up, bleeding and shit like, what the fuck? And I'm just like, yo, that fear would have stopped me from doing whatever I did in school that day.
I just remember that shit being crazy because I'm like, yo, Mark, I gotta go home. He like, for real? I'm like, yeah, my father tripping, but I was lying. But I'm like,
and I'm not gonna say what I want to say because you get what I'm saying.
yeah,
that's gonna be a whole nother conversation.
It was just like, bro, like
he wasn't concerned about what you was concerned about.
Not at all. I mean, he took me home.
But no. I'm not saying that for that. I'm saying he didn't have that thought process you had because he didn't have somebody that was going to be on his ass like that.
I see what you're saying. Facts. I see.
That's exactly like he didn't. He took you home because you wanted to go home. Because most street niggas that know a nigga not trying to be involved in something, he knew why you wanted to go home.
Yeah.
But you know, I
just was like, nah, bro, this ain't for me. This ain't. Take me home. But it's crazy.
I just wanna say something. You get what I'm saying? Like, and this is a crazy thought process or whatever the case may be.
Go ahead.
That was your family, so you saw that all the time.
Yeah.
I say to my like, but I'm like, I don't want people to take what I'm saying the wrong way. You saw that all the time, so that's not really what you wanted to be involved in. You knew it came with it. You knew it didn't. Now, I didn't have that in my family. I don't have that nowhere in my family.
Right.
Ain't no elite hustlers. Ain't no rich motherfuckers off doing they shit, whatever. You feel me? And I say this to my mother because it puts you in a funny space on Outlook when you don't have those things. And I know this is wrong by saying it, but somehow, some way, I was gonna get there to be one of those people because I wanted to have that status or that, money or whatever. Because then I'd have been the first nigga doing it. But I feel like seeing those things put you in a certain mind space of what you do and don't want to do. And it could be a good or bad thing. And I hope I elaborated on that the right way without making it, a certain thing.
The crazy part is, bro, and not to get too deep.
Yeah, because you go ahead and what's name, and we're going to stop this.
Yeah.
We what's the name?
Being black, right? And because for me, and I don't know if you had the same thought process. I felt like I only had two ways out. It was either taking the family route, which you know how my family is, so it was either taking that route or it was playing sports. I never saw, like, I always tell this story. Being myself felt weird around other black men or black kids in a sense. I remember distinctively this Indian kid making CDs for niggas, and I tell yo, like, yo, when he see my list, like, bro, these some good songs. I'm like, yo, if you let anybody find out, if you let anybody find out what I'm listening to, like, you ain't got to worry about making it to ninth grade. You get what I'm saying? But I just felt like growing up,
you threatened him because you were scared to be yourself.
Exactly. So in that in that aspect, it's like you feel like sometimes you gotta take a certain way or a certain route to be accepted among your peers. And that's kind of what I hated for myself, because for the most part, young black men feel like they only can be one or two ways, which is either playing sports or being them hustling ass niggas. Which is like, no, it's like,
because that's the only real the media that we're shown only shows that outlet.
Yeah.
So when you coming up, you don't think that certain things, and fuck it being about getting out. And you know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and get out of this when after I say what I gotta say.
yeah.
It's not cool to be an artist. It's not cool to be musically inclined. It's not cool to do certain things. And the music thing may change as niggas get older, because the niggas will start rapping or whatever the case may be. But those things aren't cool. The cool people in school are who?
The hustlers or the bad kids. The niggas that get in trouble.
Keep elaborating.
Yeah, the people that get in trouble. The people that beat up people.
And who else?
I don't know, you guys.
The athletes.
Oh, yeah, the athletes.
And or a nigga that's just, he pause, you feel me? He look a certain way, he got the hoes, whatever. He cool. He just cool. He might be fresh, he might just, whatever. Mm-hmm. Those are the people that get the status level as we're growing up. So when you're growing up, that's all you trying to figure out how to be. So then you'll see niggas get to high school. You could have been in middle school with a nigga for years, 3 years. And then he ain't never played no sports. But every nigga, when they come in ninth grade, bro, what the fuck do they try to do?
I don't know.
They either try to be a gangster, or they try to hoop or play football. And tell me I'm lying.
No, you ain't lying.
You either take one of those two routes, or be the third option that we just spoke about, or you go that way and just try head of whores or whatever the case may be. But those are the three. It keeps going and keeps going and keeps going. And that's all you see until you what? Until you graduate and get in a real fucking life.
Yeah.
And then it's the people that got the fucking money. That's who win the game.
Yo.
The people who got the money win the fucking game. Because they can do what the fuck they need to do or play in the space that they need to play in. Yo. But let's get out of here. Let's get out of here.
I'm going to say this last thing.
Let's get out of here.
I'm going to say this last thing. My favorite all-time verse is from AZ, and he says this part. He says, realizing the realism and life in actuality, fuck who's the baddest, a person's status depends on salary.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that shit, I was like, yo, what the fuck do you mean by that? I'm like,
if you ain't got no money, you don't mean shit.
Exactly.
It's like, yo, if you ain't got no money, you don't mean shit. But let's let you get what I'm saying, because that's what it come down to.
It comes down to that cash flow, baby.
And if you playing about that, you feel me? Like, it just,
And a lot of niggas be playing. A lot of niggas be playing, bro. A lot of niggas be playing. I ain't gonna hold you like
2 something.
All right, we're gonna take a quick break and we're gonna come right back. That was deep. We gonna get out of the deep.
Pause. That
Pause.
was gay.
Pause.
He be on some homo shit.
Pause. We gonna get out the deep.
Yo, keep saying it.
And we're live. You flip the joint, you gotta flip it.
God damn. Getting on my damn nerve.
My apologies, brother, man.
Shut the fuck up. Ah. Shit.
I'm drunk.
It's cool. I'm hungry.
Me too. What you trying to eat?
I don't know.
We ain't going back to fucking.
No. Fuck that place. Fuck the Windsor. I'm on some bullshit. Fuck the Windsor.
Hey yo, niggas went to the Windsor. How long we wait for our food?
That shit felt like an hour.
Bro, we waited for our food forever. Niggas ain't ordered nothing extravagant. We ordered shit that was just cool, easy to make, and you feel me? I don't know what the fuck they was on. And we back. We here. I'm pissed that I got work in the morning. But
Yo,
it
a
is
sucker.
what it is.
Yo, always got work in the morning.
Nah, I ain't gonna hold you. I tried to get that shit up, but niggas ain't want to take the shit.
I bet.
So. But all right, y'all, we back. And we got kind of deep on our last part.
Pause, yo. Why you keep, yo?
You said the pause for me. I was getting ready to say pause.
You gotta
There was
say
no
your own
saying.
pause. That make you gay.
Nah, nigga, shut the fuck up.
Alright. Ask Mason Cameron. Tag them in this, make it a clip. Ask Mason Cameron and see what they got to say.
That's true.
Cause that's wild. If I pause you, you got caught slipping. But you know, hey. Oh shit.
You good, G?
Can't let the Hennessy get on the white, but go ahead.
Yeah, the Hennessy on the white is
Long
crazy
live
work.
the guys. Niggas homeboys be getting worn out, yo. I just don't be understanding, yo. Everybody scrapped up, but be getting worn out. Like, never mind.
Yo,
Go
what's
ahead.
your, speaking of guns, what's your favorite gun?
I want FN57. I don't think that's my favorite, though. Like, you know, I don't really have a favorite. I just like scrap.
My shit was a 17, and I ain't gonna hold you because
Are you trying to swap out?
I can't do that.
Yes, you can.
You want my 19?
Yeah, you can transfer. You
You
ain't know
love
you
that
could do
19. I ain't gonna hold
You can
Yo,
transfer. You ain't know
this
you could
nigga,
do that?
I ain't gonna
You
hold
ain't know
you.
you could do that?
Nah,
Yeah, you can transfer.
Niggas went
I
to
think.
niggas went to the range, right? I bring my 19. He grabbed that bitch. He like, yo. You ever see a nigga like a fat nigga eat like a piece of cake and shit? That was how he was reacting to the 19. Son was like, oh my God, like I can get busy with this motherfucker.
But I can get busy with my 17. It's just that the 19, shit, I'm drunk.
Yeah, we both drunk. It is what it is. But yeah, the 19, I like the 17. I felt like I was very accurate with that, landing all my shots, you feel me?
Paul, you got bigger hands than me. So we just swap out. We good.
Yeah, that 17 for me is beautiful. I'm John.
We swap out.
I'm John Wick with that 17. But that 40, I ain't gonna hold you. That 40 got that kick to it, and I always say to niggas like, yo, would you rather have the accuracy or the power? You get what I'm saying?
They all powerful.
Yeah, I mean any bullet
hit a
man,
nigga.
yeah, bullet.
A bullet hit a nigga. That shit just, it is what it is at that point.
Yeah. But to me, I think the 17 for me is like, you feel me, the grip, you know what I'm saying? I could, raise that up, and I know I'm hitting shit. Like, you feel what I'm saying? That 40, I'm a little skeptical of, because that kickback for me is a little strong.
And then it's like you're not keeping your eyes on the shit as you know, it may kick, and where you was pointed, it may not end up,
And that's how you get innocent people getting hit. Matter of fact, speaking of that.
But that's why you use hollows, because whatever, But I get your point. You're absolutely right, though.
Speaking of that, I just seen a video clip of, it was in D.C., an officer got called for a domestic. And I got to arguing with some lame ass nigga online. But pretty much he comes in the house, he like, yo, show me your hands. Bro keep moving to the kitchen. I mean, it came out later he had like 4 guns, but bro keep moving the kitchen, cop, pop, pop. You feel me? Drop, yo, like instantly, right? The page that I followed, they took it down because they showed all the shit. They're like the whole
shit that happened.
Yeah. But niggas on the comments like, yo, that's crazy. You shouldn't be a cop if you scared. And I'm like, yo, like I put it. When it comes to certain things, I try to put it in perspectives that people will understand. And I'm like, yo, if you robbing somebody and they not listening to your commands, what else you gonna think?
Different situation.
How?
Different situation.
Please explain. I want to hear this. I want to hear this.
At the end of the day, it's like y'all know what y'all getting yourself into. A lot of times that should be an excuse that y'all in fear y'all life. We've seen certain situations where people haven't had the weapons that niggas said that
That's
they
true.
had. So it's like it goes back to, that's an excuse for y'all. That's not an excuse for a nigga that's getting robbed. He really getting robbed.
Right.
You feel me? Why is getting pulled over or responding to a domestic situation turn into somebody getting shot?
I can tell you.
And why does it have to be looked at a bad way from the victim standpoint than it was from the cop going into it and being egregious?
Listen, I can tell you why. Because, all right, one, in training, right, they tell us the two main things that they get killed on, which one is being traffic stops or vice versa or domestic calls.
Mm-hmm.
So they switch.
So
they
let me
switch.
time out.
Go ahead.
Y'all go into those situations with fear already because they're telling y'all that's the most statistical thing on when y'all get shot.
Right, like statistically, that's the two
So
things
y'all
that
are
they get
already
killed
going into it with fear. We're reacting to what the police and what we know happens to people when those situations happen. Y'all are reacting from a fear that somebody gave y'all.
I give you that. But this is my point. Why, if a nigga robbing you, right, you'll listen to him.
No, people don't. That's why people die.
Most people do.
Most people aren't going to kill somebody.
Not these days. Maybe back in the day.
I'm just saying in general.
Yeah.
Why is your first thought to kill somebody?
No, my first thought.
I'm not talking about your first thought.
My
I'm
first
talking about a cop. Why he didn't tase him? Why is the first thing that he thought to do? Because what are y'all supposed to do? Y'all supposed to what? Y'all are supposed to de-escalate, correct?
Yeah.
So why is the first option killing somebody?
I don't think that's necessarily.
That's what he did. No, we talking about this situation. That's what he did.
I can't.
You can't. You keep trying to defend all this shit.
I'm not.
And I get it because that's what you do for your living.
Right.
Y'all are some I'm not trying to hear that shit. You ain't found no positive point in us going back and forth. This is all.
You gotta let me talk.
Because you about to say something else, I'm gonna combat it. Go ahead.
Go ahead. All right. So listen. So in that aspect, you going into a house that you have no knowledge of, right? You don't know the ins and outs of this particular home, right? You say, yo, let me see your hands. Because the one thing, even if you go get your wear and carry, the one thing they're going to teach you is that hands kill, right? Because if you're not paying attention to the hands, matter of fact, one video I remember seeing, the dude, like, take your hands out your pocket. He not taking his hands out of his pocket. He just walking. He, like, take your hands out your pocket. He come out the pocket with the gun, start busting. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So hands is like, you need to see the hands. So if I'm like, bro, let me see your hands.
But what did you tell me before? It's how the situation is articulated. How was the situation articulated to him?
You mean as far as him coming in the crib? I mean, I don't know, personally.
So why is the first step from him asking him to see his hands is him shooting him?
Well, are you going to go into a house without your gun pulled out?
Why? It's a domestic situation.
Yeah.
If it's explained exactly what happens, if there's no weapons involved, if that's how it was explained, so why are you going in there with your weapon out?
So let me back up. You got to remember, depending on how the call comes out, because you don't know what's going on. You just responding to a call.
That's the point that I'm making.
So if the call comes out, we have the domestic and weapons are involved, right? You're not.
That's what was said in this situation?
Yes.
Okay.
So, of course, naturally.
So when he came in there, he didn't see no weapon?
No. But, again, all right, let's use this parameter.
You keep trying to explain to me how you was taught, and it's a fear thing. You get what I'm saying?
Well, if I'm going to somebody's house, I don't know.
But you signed up for this. You chose to do this as your career path. Right. So with whatever comes with it, why are you going into it fearfully? I don't go to work with fear in my heart. Right. I chose to do that. Right. You know what's coming with what you're doing. So to try to get me to understand why a nigga got shot and he didn't have to get shot, it's the same thing we talking about.
He had a gun, but
I get that. Not on him.
no, he had it on him.
Okay, so but where? Was it where his hands were? We can what's the name? So
Yeah.
I understand where you coming from with that. But that's the first thing. We keep seeing situations like this all across the board. You as a black man, it scares me that you try to defend anything that's going on because you've never lived a life to where as though you've been in street shit. So you can't tell me what cops be doing out on the street. You don't know.
That's true.
And that's my biggest thing with me and with our conversations with that. You going off of you being a cop and you being a righteous person. That's not America, bro. That's not where we live. And for you to be a black man and not see that, that's a part of the poisoning process. Because you'll go in there and watch a lot of things and be like, well, this is, not fuck all that. We got to live by another set of rules. So to keep, he shouldn't have done this, that, and the third. What would you do if you was in a high intense situation? You ain't never been in one, have you?
Once.
I'm talking about where guns and shitting's involved.
I drew my gun once.
Not you.
Oh.
In real life. Where you in some shit where some gunplay involved and there's some egregious shit going on.
Oh, no.
That's my point. Yeah, you had to draw your gun as an officer, different complete standpoint
From a
of
civilian,
situations.
yes,
But from a civilian standpoint and being in bullshit, you've never experienced that. So how can you tell somebody what they should or shouldn't do in those situations? That's my biggest argument. That's the only thing that I'll say about that. You don't have a point of view on it. You're going to go from what you were taught and what you see the norm is. But we talking about 1 in a million situations, right? You're not seeing a lot of these continuously happening.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to talk to you a certain way. You know exactly.
Yeah.
It's a thing with me because I've been through it.
Okay.
So it's like a lot of us have been through it. So to keep giving them that's why I'm not trying to put you in this, giving them that power of we can make that type of rash decision. Y'all are not judge, jury, and executioner. That is not your job in any which way, shape, or form.
That's true.
So if I remember distinctly being in high school, one of the best, free throw shooters on my team, my coach coming to me, I'm having a little slump, and he like, yo, so let me ask you something, shorty. I'm like, what's up? He like, so if you in a, we in a game. No, he asked me like, yo, if you out in the streets and I got a gun, you got a gun. Mm-hmm. You on your business. You live, you on top of your game. But then me, I'm scary. I'm scared of you. I'm just a scary ass nigga. I'm not whatever.
And I told you one of them stories.
Who gonna shoot first?
The scary nigga.
Every time. So by instilling fear while y'all are trained, because then you told me about that video that they show y'all, and what is it mostly of?
Fear.
Against who though? Who's bringing y'all the fear though? Demographic wise,
us.
Black people, right?
Yeah.
Why are y'all showing a video to instill
Which was
fear?
weird because
But that's the whole game.
Because like
Y'all don't treat white people like that.
Because I treat everybody the same.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
But I'm not giving you that title.
Yeah, but
we see that statistically.
Yeah, because the weird part for me, and I wanted to address it because I'm like, well, all the videos I've seen, it wasn't us. Like, I think out of the 20 videos I've seen, maybe one. And it's like, so where does the...
And let's be honest. The reason why a lot of us get in those situations is because of fear and panic. So, if I'm scared and you scared, what's about to happen?
Yeah. Because I ain't gonna hold you. Stereotypically, what do we say when it comes to doing crime against them? We gonna get put under the jail, right? So 9 times out of 10, we tend to not do vicious things.
And let's roll it back around to what the fuck we was talking about with our peoples and us growing up. What's the reason why you not doing shit when you know the consequences going to be your peoples? It's fear.
Yeah.
And it's it's always going to roll it back around to that. I know y'all got a job to do. I know there's laws that are in place that, people are supposed to abide by. But there's a bigger picture in what's really going on. And if you didn't have the insight that you have, how do we know that that's what's being taught? And I don't want that shit to affect what you have going on. But no, it takes somebody to be inside for us to see what's really going on.
Yeah.
So if we had somebody like you across America in all of these situations that we have with our people, the shit would have stopped a long time ago.
Yeah.
Because people know shit that don't speak on shit, so shit continues.
Yeah.
Now, if you were so locked into making sure your job was so straight, you wouldn't be doing this or thinking that that's your only outlet.
Right.
So it goes back to us talking about our outlets as black men.
Yeah.
So it's sad that this conversation isn't being had all across America to out the problems that we having.
Yeah. I think the biggest issue that and it's just to take it back, not just out of that aspect, just in general. You want water?
Mm-hmm. Use it. I guess you used it.
Just to take it out of that that aspect, the biggest thing. Mind you, I told you over the week I got into it with a person that was definitely racist in a sense.
He was racist. Look at his family. Look at how he thinks.
Yeah, yeah.
You feel me? I'm not trying to be racist, and nothing that we just talked about wasn't to try to. You get what I'm saying? Make it a
race issue.
A race issue.
But
it is a race issue, but I don't think I tried to elaborate on it.
Yeah. I think the crazy part about the situation that I've noticed is that there's this constant fear with minorities as being the aggressors or the killers or whatever the case may be. I mean, you can see it all throughout.
But that's all propaganda.
Yeah.
So, you know.
My point being is history, if you really pay attention to it, doesn't suggest that. If you really pay attention to history, it doesn't suggest that minorities...
How many black serial killers are there?
I only know 2. And that's only from watching...
I know. That's why I said it.
Which is Joe from Atlanta. And to be honest with you, that might have not really been true.
And it's a nigga that frequented Baltimore. He just not talked about. He's actually one of the most prolific, but they don't talk about him because he's... You know what I'm saying? Picture this. Them niggas even put their serial killers on a pedestal.
Yeah, that's wicked. That's wicked. Because, just to sidetrack for a second, I remember the Jeffrey Dahmer shit. And niggas, you know, the families was like, yo, why are we putting them, why are we even giving this shit life?
Something to talk about.
Yeah.
Something to write about. Something to keep people twisted into, to forget the shit that's really going on.
Yeah. Because my point, though, let me get back to my point. Like I said, history would suggest that minorities are not really I'm not even going to say not really. They aren't the aggressors when it comes to oppression or taking what they want. That would be the other people. And
we trying to survive. We're not doing it to try to enforce power.
Not at all.
We just want to survive. We just want to be a part.
Yeah.
Like what I say about going to work. Some people just want to be a part. Especially if I'm coming in here and working and I feel like you acting like this is a team type situation. I just want to be a part. Like, you know, and not to put myself at a bad standpoint, but I just want to be a part,
but,
you know.
Let's get back to my original point.
But yes.
My original point was, in that situation, I just wish homie would have just listened. You get what I'm saying? Like, and as fucked up as it is, it's like, yo, we got to kind of live in the... Because to me, in my opinion, he probably was just trying to ditch the gun. That's probably all he was trying to do.
Yeah, because you know you did something wrong. So a lot of us live in spaces where we got to go against the grain to try to survive.
Right.
The first time you dealt with a law enforcement officer before you, whatever, there's a fear there.
I remember that shit like it was yesterday.
You're scared.
Yeah. Because I remember, no bullshit. Shout out to Leo. I'm about to tell his story. Me and Leo go out West Virginia. He want to go see somebody that he's cool with. And, of course, naturally, we stay late. Because he about to go to Boston and play for a JUCO team. So he like, yo, I want to go see Shorty. You know what I'm saying? Have our conversation. So we get out there probably maybe around, I would say maybe 2, 3 o'clock. We don't leave till about midnight. So we coming back, you feel me? I see him. He coming down. And Leo pulls into the gas station. Right? And obviously he wanted to get us because he comes past the gas station. So I'm like, yo, just sit at the gas station for a second. Leo like, yo, we ain't doing nothing, so why?
It's not about that.
Yeah. He like, we not doing
He on
nothing.
a mission.
Right.
What he showed you leading up to that, he was on a mission.
Yeah. So Leo like, bro, I'm not, it's not like we doing something. How much time we got?
It was like 10 minutes, so
Okay.
we definitely good.
He was like,
When I looked.
we not doing shit. All right, cool, whatever. He pull out the gas station. Mind you, it's West Virginia. Gas station closed. Never seen that shit in a day in my life.
Yeah, y'all should.
Right.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. He was right. I mean, you was completely right, being as though it was West Virginia.
Yeah. So we get back on the road. Bro, I swear to God, yo, I just hear this. As soon as I heard the tire screech, I'm like, yo, he about to pull us over. Because he coming back this way, we going that way.
He had to turn around to come get y'all.
Yeah, so mind you, he came, so we pull into the gas station, but we a little ways ahead of him, so he fly past us, right? So when we get back on the road, he coming back this way. Man, yo, like, I'm like, oh, like I hear the tire. I'm like, oh, he about to pull us over. You hear the engine. I'm like, fuck.
He was coming to get y'all for no reason though. But
Bro, pull us over. He like, yeah, I just seen y'all do. Mind you, I still to this day don't know what I get what he was doing, because somebody we don't fuck with kind of went through that situation. But he tried to say we pretty much swayed over the double line. But I'm like, how the fuck you see that coming back this way? Right? So he pull us over, get us out the car. He like, yeah, y'all, we've been having a big heroin problem out here. Like,
and y'all from somewhere else.
right, because we got Maryland tags.
Allegheny does that. Like when I went to school up at Allegheny, that was
for
a
real?
big thing because you got to think niggas is coming up there.
To get
fuck
that
with-
smack off.
Yeah, because you get what I'm saying. Like I remember distinctly being at Martin's. Martin's is giant of smaller places.
Okay.
So Martin's is like one of the under companies of Giant.
Okay.
So we pull up in the parking lot. It's niggas pull up in a Jeep Cherokee. Maryland tags. There's no Baltimore tag, but they pull up.
but it's they know
they
you-
hop out. Yo, niggas like, what the fuck? Where y'all from, yo? Nigga, because everybody's just talking or whatever, you get what I'm saying? So, yo, where y'all from, yo? Niggas holler. Baltimore. Oh, no, we can tell. Where, you feel me? Oh, no, y'all from round 2. Fuck y'all up here doing. Niggas holler. Never mind. We understand. Yo, where the whores at? Where the party is? Oh, yeah, y'all are definitely the people that we thinking that y'all are. You feel me?
Right.
And they just try to find the moves, but they up in the mountain. You up in the mountains.
Yeah.
It's like it's a different ball game. They know what to look for. Just like the whole Virginia tag epidemic that's happening right now in the city. That's happening because niggas are trying to be slick with their movements. And it's
I
like,
hate y'all niggas,
they
by the way.
on
I
it.
hate y'all
They
niggas.
on it.
But
they on
furthermore, niggas like, y'all got anything in the car? We like, nah. So
And y'all really don't. That's the
yeah, that's
fucked
the
up
crazy
part.
part. So he like, do you mind if we get the dog out here? And Leo like, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like,
All the time, them niggas can make the dog. Go ahead.
yeah. So the dog come out.
I've dealt with that before. But
Mind you, at this point, it's 1 in the morning. Then I'm trying, like, look, I was cool back then. My nigga, it's the middle of fucking winter. I got on a vest with a polo long sleeve button up and some Sperry. So I'm cold as fuck. And they bring the dog out. The dog go off. He go off at the glove compartment. They fucked that car up. I mean, like, fuck the car up.
I've dealt with that before as well.
And I'm like, yo, it's nothing in this vehicle. Because I know Leo. I know
it don't matter. They'll
yeah.
find something.
He like, yo, why the dog go off? He like, yo, my brother smoked weed in here. You know, this his car. I'm just using it. It's probably,
They'll grab up under his neck and make him. There's certain shit that they can do to make that dog go off.
Right. So I'm just like, fuck. But, eventually we out there for like 2 hours. They let us go. So, because it's like, we ain't got shit. Like, we ain't doing nothing. Like,
They thought they had the jackpot.
Yeah.
That's how it felt with me when I got into my situation like that. I know I didn't have no shit in the car. You want to know what the funniest part is? I was on my way to get the shit. So it's like, but that's just how bad niggas are, though. You get what I'm saying? And it's like, I was literally on my way to make that move. But them niggas thinking like, oh, just to keep making it into something. Niggas took my car. I know I didn't have nothing in the car. You know what they told me they found? A scale and a pipe with weed in it. I ain't never smoked no glass dick, no pipe, no nothing in my life. Pause. I ain't never smoked none of that shit in my life. So for you to tell me that shit was in my car is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to say some wild shit. The bags was under my nuts. The bags and everything else, they found the scale. Couldn't really do too much with that.
Right.
But they found that. But I know it was no weed in the car because I had just got put out my house. I was going to make a move so I could get myself back straight. And niggas told me that they found grass in the car, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Just to get a case. That's just how that shit goes.
But, moving forward, I'm trying to figure out what else I was going to say. I'm kind of tipsy right now.
Yo, stupid as shit.
I'm kind of tipsy right now, you feel me? I guess we could speak on, how do you feel about, I guess you could say that, like we was talking about generations earlier, and I kind of wanted to go down that avenue, and like I remember I said this in a barbershop. I was like, yo, we really need to bring bullying back.
Yeah, like I said earlier, and not bullying, but just telling people, yo, that was dumb as hell. Like, What the fuck are you talking about? Like, and geeking out and letting people, understand that what they said was some dumbass shit or whatever the case may be. But that comes with everybody being in the Me Too movement.
Was you bullied?
You feel me?
Did you have a bully?
I had people that fucked with me. You get what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna say a nigga was bullying me. That's different. Like, that's, you get what I'm saying, getting slapped. Like, it wasn't nobody putting their hands on me.
Yo.
It was people that fucked with you. Like, cracking on you, trying to whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I got a butt chin. You might not can't see it through my facial hair, but you know what I'm saying? Like, me, myself, and Irene came out like, oh, you can blow your nose and wipe your ass at the same time. Like, everybody's been a subject of jokes. It's funny, because I got into a situation with your cousin, and he crying and shit like, yo, I'm just tired of being the butt of niggas' jokes. And I'm like, yo, everybody done been the butt of niggas' jokes before.
Yeah.
So what you upset about is kind of crazy, because it's like,
I remember, no bullshit. Shout out to Rashad. I doubt he see this, but
that's the nigga that got dunked on by DJ.
Yeah. But I remember I got this, like my father, I think he fucked up or something, because he used to cut my hair. And he had to cut it real low. Right?
So you had a patch in your shit?
I can't even remember what the fuck happened, but I just remember it was cut damn near bald. So back in the day, niggas used to give
fresh cuts.
Yeah. So I come through the hallway. We about to go to practice. Yo, smack the shit. I ain't gonna hold you. He smacked.
He wrung your shit.
Oh my God.
You was supposed to see, yo.
I was trying to, bro.
You was supposed to see, yo.
He smacked my shit. I turn around. Pause. I turn around.
You on strike 2 for the day, yo.
Yeah,
but continue.
So I turn around. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Like, I'm throwing up my hands. Niggas, oh, no, y'all can't do this. I'm like, no, man, I wanted to beat that nigga ass so bad. Pause. Like, I'm just like, yo, I gotta, nah, bro. You ain't gonna just smack my melanin and think that shit cool. You get what I'm saying? Like
20 seconds.
20 seconds. All right, we gonna take a break. We gonna come right back.
Yo got the shit smacked out of him. Shit.
All right, y'all. We back for our final part, and the fuck was you just talking about?
I don't fucking know.
Yeah,
I don't
niggas is
remember.
kind of twisted. I ain't gonna hold you. I done had a couple of these old fashions. I'm starving. I need to eat. We going somewhere. Where you trying to go? I don't know. Fuck it. We'll go somewhere.
I don't know.
Yeah. But I was just speaking on the bullying aspect. Yo, I remember like back in the day when I would watch movies about like high school. I'm like, yo, when I go to high school, ain't nobody about to give me no type of swirly.
Putting me in no trash can.
No, yeah, niggas ain't about to put me in no locker.
It was niggas that experienced that, though.
I didn't experience that.
I didn't either, but I'm just saying that it was. I ain't saying
I
that
don't
we
even think.
necessarily was subjected to it. But, yeah, that shit definitely was happening to niggas.
For real?
Hell
I don't
yeah.
know if that shit was really happening up, Frank. I don't really remember too. Now, I do remember in middle school, we did have somebody that offed themselves because
He was getting bullied?
they was getting bullied, yeah.
Yeah.
But,
Rest in peace.
yeah, rest in peace to him. But high school, I think my high school was a good mixture of people. Like, Franklin wasn't a bad experience. I didn't necessarily hate Franklin, but, you know, high school wasn't. I don't miss it.
I mean, you don't remember shit that really ain't really important. You remember the shit that really mattered. That shit was just a time.
Yeah, like I remember getting put out of math class because they was teaching us something. I was like, yo, when am I ever going to want to know what the circumference of a shirt is? She was like, Mr. Dickey, get out.
Because you teaching me some bullshit. And it's like,
She was like, get out.
when you went through college and learned about education, did you not stop and say, when the fuck is somebody going to use this shit? But, you know.
Do you use anything you learned from high school other than basic math? And literature? Basic?
Remember when niggas told us we wasn't going to have a calculator at hand? You laughing. I ain't laughed yet. You remember when niggas told us that we wasn't going to have a calculator at hand?
And now look.
Hold on. And you could turn this motherfucker sideways and it turns into the motherfucking Texas Instrument.
Yeah. That shit was.
But I ain't going, you feel me? You feel me? Them bitch ass niggas told us, yo, you gonna have a calculator at hand. That motherfucker right there. I just showed this nigga. Like,
you remember, damn, what the fuck I was about to say? You remember, shit, we was just talking on school and shit and the calculator and all that shit. Damn, I just lost my thought because it was in reference to that to the calculator shit. But yeah, I never used none of that shit I learned in school outside of basic math and basic literature. Like, you get what I'm saying?
niggas need to be taught financial literacy. Yeah, you need to learn how to read and
Ain't
write.
teaches that.
You get what I'm saying? You need to learn how to read, write, do basic math, and then, you feel me, outside of that, you need to learn financial literacy. Like,
It's crazy
you
you
know,
say that, right? Because
imagine if school was just cut down just to that. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, those specific subjects, yeah, you do some shit to keep you physically fit, but really some shit to, you know, from start to finish. Yeah, you're not going to understand financial literacy when you a fucking kid in elementary school, but reading, writing, basic math, financial literacy all through high school or middle school, elementary school, whatever, and eventually, by the time we fucking of age, you'll understand what's going on.
facts.
You feel me? But the way that they doing it is just to keep us in,
Yo, it's crazy,
you
right?
know, a situation, basically.
It's crazy, right? Because I just seen a post. You remember Scrooge McDuck?
No.
You remember Scrooge McDuck?
the fuck is
DuckTales. Ooh. You remember that?
The nigga
Damn.
that was on
I'm old as
Darkwing
fuck.
Duck.
No, he was on there, but he had his own show too. But it was a clip of where he was explaining, like the kids was like, you know, why you got so much money? He was like, well, that's because I invested. He was like, money is not meant to sit idle. It's meant to be, you know, money is meant to work. You get what I'm saying? Right. So he was like, that's why I'm able to have A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So niggas in the comments was like, yo, they canceled that shit so fast because that shit was dropping gems.
They don't want us to understand that.
Yeah.
So that's why school is designed that way. The people that run the country give out the educational system. So it's like, we could sit here all day and talk about what we do and don't know, but we don't learn it until, we get older. Now they trying to ban TikTok. Not because it's turning into like some egregious act, but because it's spewing a lot of secrets and shit like that about the shit that's really, happening to us or happened to us or the shit that we need to be on.
I mean, yeah, because the one thing about the internet is you can't control the information people receive.
No, not at all.
If I go Google something or look up something specific, I'm going to get the information I get, and I'm the one that determines.
But it's like you'll shut down TikTok because it's processing that, it's giving out that same information that you talking about. But you'll let the internet stay open, and I can easily go find that information.
Yeah.
But they can see that people aren't looking that type shit up. So it's like, oh, let them niggas keep going. They don't give a fuck. Niggas look up more clothes, shoes, and cars and all types of bullshit than them niggas looking up what's really happening to them.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's just a funny game that we playing. It's eventually it's gonna come to a head like we said last week. So I'm just trying to be somewhat prepared so I can protect myself.
Do you identify with a political party?
I don't even vote no more because that shit don't matter. And let's be honest, the people that we need to vote for, we're not concerned about voting for. So presidential election really doesn't matter. We need to be voting for senators, the people that are at the base level for us. Mm-hmm. But we're taught to vote for president so they can keep us away from voting for who may agree with how we think.
Yeah, because I seen a post earlier. The guy was like, man, I don't care what political party you identify with, black, white, whatever. We just want to live as people.
Like, we're out here tripping off Donald Trump being racist, but the laws and shit like that come from people that we don't even pay attention to.
Yeah.
He's not making these things up. People bring them to him, and then if he, signs off, he signs off. You feel me? But
yeah,
how many bills has Joe Biden been bought that would help us as people, but he's ready to sign a bill to stop TikTok?
Like I always say, America has the potential to pretend what it tries to be, but it just doesn't do that.
And then the other countries sit back and look at us as people like, y'all stupid as shit.
Hell yeah. Like I told you about that one dude who was like, when he moved to Switzerland, he was like, yeah, how many sick days I get? He was like, yo, if you sick, just take off. He was
and we're going to still pay you.
Yeah, he was like, but how many I get? He was like, I'm not understanding. Like, if you sick, just don't come in this motherfucker. Like, just stay home. And he was like, but nah, how many do I get? What?
Look, bitch, I told you, if you sick, take off. Yeah. You can still get paid. You don't feel good. Like, it's okay. We not trying to make you do anything that you can't physically do. Like, me and my mans, me and Quan can't both take off on the same day. Mm-hmm. But guess how we figured out how to circumvent that? I'm a cross train somebody, and they can do the job if I need to take off. But I'm ready. This year I done already took one day off, but outside of that.
So all right, y'all, we about to get out of here. Thank y'all for tapping in. We be back next week.
My man got the eagle eye. I see what he's seeing. So we out of this motherfucker.
Yeah. Thanks for tapping in.